To commemorate the founding of New Orleans in 1718, WYES presents this tricentennial moment in celebration of our city's past and present.
Jean Galatoire was born in France at the foothills of the Pyrenees Mountains and eventually settled in New Orleans. He got a job at the original Victor's restaurant on Bourbon Street and in 1905 bought the place. With the name change to Galatoire's, from day one it was a family affair, with 4 generations involved with the dining establishment through its history.
Jean Galatoire, he was married to Gabrielle Galatoire, but they didn't have any children. So he had a lot of nieces and nephews that grew up in Pau in the southern part of France. And some of them came over and started working in New Orleans. One was my grandfather, Léon Galatoire. And then he had 2 of his brothers, Justin Galatoire and Gabrielle Galatoire. So the 3 Galatoire brothers were working at the restaurant and ended up buying the restaurant from Jean in 1917.
It is where New Orleans celebrates and New Orleans mourns, and New Orleans does just about everything right there in that restaurant.
Trout Meunier Amandine, Galatoire's most popular dish, reflects the roots of the restaurant's founder.
When Jean Galatoire first started the restaurant, he saw the potential of a very successful restaurant, and he wrote back to France and had some French chefs, young French chefs, come over to work at the restaurant. And they looked at the local seafood and started cooking it in a French way.
The mark of a good waiter at Galatoire's is one that can size up the situation, that can tell you a good joke, and then tell you a little gossip. And of course, bring the food out eventually.
While the restaurant is no longer family-owned, Gooch is still able to follow the course set by a Galatoire family member.
You know, we like to keep everything the same. We don't like to change too much. We're still that way. I've learned that from Yvonne, and we like to keep it, toujours le même chose, always the same thing.
WYES's New Orleans Tricentennial Moments are brought to you by the Miro Foundation and presented in association with the historic New Orleans Collection.